Somebody posted this on Twitter. What is this?
What up?
Cardi update. That's what chat spamming it.
Yeah, they're spamming it.
Not Discord, but Twitch chat.
Twitch and Discord.
Y'all about to
Both.
be on that chroma and shit. Y'all gonna call me a waste suit.
Waste man.
I've been busy, man. I'm sorry. I'm working on a few other things behind the scene, but I have no Cardi updates for y'all today. I'm so sorry.
Damn. What did I say? I knew it. I knew Ack wasn't gonna come through, and that's no diss at Ack, but even if Ack is busy or whatever, just Cardi ain't giving him that info just yet. It's like, it's super secret still. It took, I don't even know. Die Lit dropped in 2018, I think, right? And then Cardi was ready to drop potentially Whole Lotta Red V1 mid 2019, or at least it said next 60 days. Then it didn't even end up dropping till end of 2020. So, and Ack didn't even get the information about the release date for that until like a couple weeks before Whole Lotta Red finally dropped on Christmas. So I just don't think Cardi's ready. So even if Academics is like, yo, give me some info, Cardi's gonna be like, yo, he's dropping soon. And if we get soon, that means nothing. It means nothing. Like, what does soon mean in the Cardi fan base anymore? He said Cardi will drop this year. He can't afford to wait till 2024 is what he said. Can't he though? Like, what does can't afford mean? Like, I feel like Playboi Carti just keeps progressing. Like, Die Lit sold what, like 50 or 60K. Whole Lotta Red ended up selling 100K or so. Narcissist, if he builds up hype for it, I mean, he's got more monthly listeners than he did before, 15 mil. Sky's doing well. Shoota's doing well, 394. Like, he's got some bangers on a lot of Red, and it's still in the Billboard 200. I believe all of Cardi's albums are in the Billboard 200. Correct me if I'm wrong. If not, Die Lit and a Whole Lotta Red are. But I think Cardi could afford to drop 2023, not 2022 this year. He said that about Uzi as well. Uzi. Yeah. I agree with Uzi. Because Uzi dropped early 2020 Eternal Attack, Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2, and Pluto Baby Pluto. But Pluto Baby Pluto, I feel like, put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, wherein people are calling Uzi mid now, that he fell off or is falling off, whatever. And maybe I'm part of that. I wouldn't say he fell off or is falling off. He just needs to prove himself again with Pink Tape or Delta Pink, whatever it's called. So yeah, I think Uzi should drop this year so they can just get that out of the way. He needs to take the top 16 songs that he got. I don't care if they're even cohesive. Just drop all fucking bangers. He needs another like Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World, not Versus the World 2, Versus the World, where it had like Money Longer. Let's check this out. Because there was an album where Uzi had like a bunch of hits on there. Yeah, it was. Look. So Uzi had Money Longer, which did really well. 493 million streams. P's and Q's even did well, but you was right. That has a lot of music video views. So before that, or actually, let's check this out. Or even just he needs another Love Is Rage 2 with a song like 20 Minutes, The Way Life Goes, EXO Tour Life. Like, he just needs another hit to get him back on top, to prove all of the haters wrong. To prove me wrong. I need something to work with here. Demon High just wasn't it. But we keep discussing that, so we don't need to, overplay that record. Uzi was running shit, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that Uzi's bad now, he's not. But we're just so used to like Uzi running shit. Like when he drops, everybody's hyped and was like, oh shit, this is progressing the sound forward. Nobody was expecting Sauce It Up or anything on Love Is Rage 2. I mean, maybe if you were listening to Snippets and whatnot, but back then, I feel like Snippets weren't as popular, or at least I wasn't necessarily as in tune to the Snippets. All he has to do is drop a fire snippet produced by Molly Raw and the hype is back. I mean, I disagree. Like, I'm just losing interest in snippets overall. I just feel like artists should stop previewing shit and just drop it. Like, there's no point in blue balling shit, especially because when artists drop a snippet or post it or whatever, or even just leak it, or somebody in the studio, one of their friends post it on their Instagram story, it just gets overplayed to the point where the artist doesn't even want to drop it anymore because people like, because when they finally do release that song, everybody says, oh, like the mix is trash, like I can't listen to this, fuck, like they turned down the 808s or something, they turned down the auto-tune, whatever it is. Like, everybody just turns into an engineer. They turn into fucking Bob the Builder when the album finally drops. So yeah, artists should just stop posting snippets. Uzi, stop previewing snippets. Cardi, stop previewing snippets. I didn't even think the snippets that Cardi posted before A Whole Lot of Red dropped were even the best songs in the album. New Tank was good, but like the Kanye song, y'all know my opinion on that. We don't need to keep talking about it because I get hate every single time. I thought it was the worst song on the album, Go to the Moon, just because the bass drop, like the 808 or fucking the drums were not good on it. I don't know. It was like anticlimactic. But yeah, Uzi just needs to come with a hit, and then that's all it really takes. Just one song to get back in the game. Also, yeah, exactly, Jackman. You also lose the surprise factor if the snippet is on the album. Why not just go into hiding and come back with an album, post that shit, go back into hiding a little bit. Obviously, that's not like everybody's brand, but yeah, again, more people will listen to the album if they have no idea, or potentially, maybe I'm wrong, if they don't know what it's gonna sound like if they're a fan, because if they heard some snippets or whatever and they called them mid because they didn't really like them or whatever, they're now less inclined to listen to the album because their perception of the album is that it's gonna sound like the snippets. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with Pink Tape, like I'm hearing all these snippets, I'm like, those, I don't even want to hear any more snippets, because and it's kind of like making me not want to listen to the album. I mean, obviously it's Uzi, so I'm gonna listen to it no matter what because he's one of my all-time favorite artists. But yeah, but I guess on the opposite side or other hand, Trippie dropped Miss the Rage, or the snippet, and then that built up hype for the entire Trippin' Night album. So I guess it goes both ways. There's a lot of factors that go into it. You know what it is. In 2016, 2017, Uzi and Cardi weren't really posting the Grail snippets. It was the people around them which made people want it more. That's true. It's kind of like the leak concept, where like if you post the snippet on your own, it's almost like forced. Not forced, but it's like I gave this to y'all. Whereas the reason people like leaks a lot more, at least in my opinion, is because they're not supposed to have it. It's like when you're a kid and there's like a cookie jar. I know everybody knows this example, where like you're not allowed to have the cookies, but it makes you want it more because your mom's not letting you have them cookies. So when people listen to leaks now, it feels illegal. It's almost like high schoolers with weed too. It's like you're not supposed to be smoking weed, at least that young in high school. Plus it's illegal. So more kids are smoking weed for that reason, at least in my experience. That's the only reason I wanted to smoke weed, because now when like I'm old enough to drink and smoke, like I don't do that. So when people in Uzi and Cardi's can't post the snippets or in the Instagram stories and whatnot, and I'm not talking about JT posting the snippet because that's basically an extension of Uzi, but these snippets, if they're posted by one of their friends, it's kind of like a leak in a way, or if it's just straight up posted by some, like the reason I feel like Cardi snippets go crazy is because it's posted by people that shouldn't even have the snippets. It's from like these leakers or like unreleased holders that it's like, how did you get that song? So it makes people jizz even more over the snippets. Also feel like when people preview their own music now, it's just forced. I feel like, and everyone would be Cardi or Uzi, I feel like what pisses me off and what makes me call people like trying to be Uzi or Cardi and forcing it is when they try to build up, or when they like trying to go into hiding. I know we were just, it's contrary to what I was just saying, but when they like don't talk to their fans, or like try and post like in hieroglyphics, even though maybe Cardi is not even the first person to do that. But it just pisses me off when people go into hiding for like 2 or 3 years, like say Roddy Ricch. But in that example, because he didn't create a cult fan base, or like over time, he just had the box that blew him up, and that song got bigger than his own career or his own brand, that it just backfired. He only sold like 60K after selling 100K or so with the last album. Please excuse me for being antisocial. And yeah, I see that, man. He like, when you get excited about your own music, you want to share. I mean, I do the same thing. I posted a snippet or two. But when you're famous, you got to realize that people want it no matter what. Like Uzi and Carti. Look, Uzi got 21 million monthly listeners. Just hold that shit. You got money on the line. Although if the snippet is really hard, then people will go crazy over it. But there's just too many snippets to keep track of. Like just post 1 or 2 before the album or something. I don't know. Or have someone leak something. Kind of like how Autumn had to drop One Day because it leaked, or there was a snippet of it or something. I don't know, on TikTok. But we'll see. Uzi really needs to kill Delta Pink or Pink Tape, whatever it comes out to be. Why does Mid Leroy have more monthly listeners than Lil Uzi and Cardi? Because he has a Justin Bieber feature. But also he's got like pop songs that go crazy on TikTok. But Justin Bieber, I think, holds the record for most monthly listeners. Look at this. I didn't even think it was that high. I thought it was like 56. He has more than Drake. He's got 93 million monthly listeners. What does Drake have? Drake got 53. So Kid Leroy is pushing up on Drake right now. Pause. Kid Leroy at 52. Drake got 53. That is crazy. And it's not even like Kid Leroy is like that, you know, big of impact in the rap game. But then again, he's not even a rapper. He's a pop artist. So, but look, so Stay right here. I'm pretty sure Stay is like a really big, look, it's got 1.3 billion streams, not million. So of course, if he's got a song with Justin Bieber, is that Justin Bieber's top song too? Let's look. But if he's got a song on the top of his list, yeah, it is. So if Justin Bieber and Kid Leroy are killing it right now, is that their most popular song? 1.3 billion. Of course, they're gonna have so many monthly listeners, but when this song dies out a little bit, it gets overplayed by the playlist, the TikTok kids, and radio and shit. Like, it'll go down. It has to. Drake said he dropping songs this year. I feel like every artist should just drop at least something every year. At least something. Even Cardi. Cardi should drop at least one song. You know? Just give us a little Narcissist single. Pull an at, man. If people don't fuck with it, people don't fuck with it. Like, you can go back into hiding, go back into the casket, go back in the studio, and start working on the album again. Uzi and Big Time Rush collab. Whoa. We don't need the pop shit from Uzi. Like, Uzi already got the monthly listeners. He already got 21 mil. He's chilling. So I don't think he needs to go pop. I think he needs to, this is where it gets, you know, I'm speaking facts here, at least in my opinion. Uzi needs to appease his original, his OG audience again. He needs to give us something similar to Lil Uzi Vert versus the World. I'm not even talking about Love is Rage 2. I'm talking about like something like Top, or I guess that was on Love is Rage. Or what? Money Laundry, Grab the Wheel, Baby Are You Home? All of these songs, amazing. P's and Q's. Something like this, like the same catchiness, uniqueness, but this Demon High was just kind of like emo pop. There's nothing else to describe it. Uzi went wrong when he started to do features with street rappers like Baby, Future, and Dirk. He's not street. I mean, I don't know Uzi's like past like that. I guess you're right. He's not really street like that from what I've heard or read or whatever. And I think he's got the swag to be a street rapper, but I don't even necessarily think it has to do with Baby or any of the rappers specifically or what genre they're in. I just think he gave out too many features. Like when he came back in 2020 after threatening to retire, he like came back and did 20 features. Like he just did too many and flooded the market, and he dropped 3 projects in a year. I think that's where he went wrong. And like the features weren't all that great. Like I don't even remember that many of them. And look, they're not even doing that well on his catalog because the features would show up here. Like even the Lil Baby one, or let's see, featuring Lil Uzi Vert. Yeah, I just don't think any of the features did well because they weren't that good. No offense, like even the Meek Mill one, I was like, this ain't that good. And the Philly rap Uzi, like I just don't like that much. Like if I want to listen to Philly rap, I'll listen to like Meek Mill. And I like Uzi rapping, but not in the street shit. I like it like his own way. And again, that's why I think Uzi is getting all the slack, is because, or all the flack, sorry, because he is doing shit that maybe not is as unique as he used to do.